What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Lido FX back at it again with another market forecast video. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna keep it nice, short, and sweet this week. So here I have US30 pulled up on the weekly time frame. We can see here that we've been talking about this for the last couple weeks. Impulse correction. Then we got a continuation phase, and then we had some exhaustion the week before, and now we had like a bearish push to begin the week, but price then exhausted and closed up higher. So we're still sitting at this level of resistance, so we still have to be extremely careful if we're looking for buys. But we can still see prices having a lot of exhaustion to the downside. So that's something that we need to be mindful of. And then on the daily time frame, so for NFP, we can see we had this huge push. We had this bullish engulfing candle letting us know that there's a lot of buyers inside of the market. So that's something that we have to take note of as well. Here on H4 looks good. So we had this downtrend structure that then got broken. Now we had an impulse, we had a correction, potentially have our overall continuation, just depending on what we start to see on a smaller time frame. So now I'm going to turn on my charts. So you can see here that I have this fib structure and we've retraced to this 50%, but we are currently sitting at this trend line. So that's something I need to be mindful of, is that we broke this trend line and currently we are sitting right at it. So what price could do is reject this trend line, push all the way back down here, and then we could see like a double bottom type pattern, but that's looking too far into the future. So let's break it down into smaller time frames. So on H1, we can see here that we had this brand new impulse. We broke this structure high here. So for the week on US30, I need to see, go ahead and delete that. I need to see how price reacts at this area. We currently have this level of like minor resistance here. So if price breaks above this minor resistance and this trend line, then I'll be looking for a retest to then continue to go higher up to potentially these highs here. Or if price, let's change this, or if price breaks beneath down here these structure lows and rejects this, well actually I wouldn't even say break these structure lows. If we reject this trend line with a lot of bearish momentum, then we could look to carry it down to our first target here, and then our second target will be down here. So we just need to see how price reacts, but it's a lot of bullish momentum inside of the market right now. So like you will want to see a lot of rejection. So what you will want to see is something like this right here, where you got like a lot of exhaustion, illustrating that there's sellers inside of the market right now. You don't just want to sell blindly, because then you'll get like, get your head knocked off. So if I had to give a ghost pattern for the week, the first thing I'll be looking for is something like a small minor pullback, and then I need to see, okay, if it's going to pull back or is it going to continue to drop. So here I like to see price come to at least this area here, and then if we break underneath this level of support, which is this green zone, then I'll look to carry it down even further. So sometimes in this case, it's not like enough clean data for me to give like a full out analysis, but based off the data that we have, I can see price at least coming back to pull back to this area, and that is about almost a 200 points. So that's still a good move on US30. So what you want to do is, if you do take this sell, you want to break this down on the smaller time frames and look for those transitions to then come down to this level of support here. So that is what I have on US30. If we break above these highs, then we look for a retest and continue to buy up. But if we reject this trend line at market open, then I'll be looking to at least carry the sell down to this area. And then if we continue with a lot of bearish momentum, I'll be looking to come down to test these lows right here. So that's what I'm overall looking for currently on US30, but my overall bias is still bullish based off the fact that we have this daily impulse, this correction, and then we had a continuation. So that's what I'm overall looking for. I could see price even like in the next few weeks coming up to like test this high at 35,500 area, or even these highs up here. So we'll just see how the market reacts. Sometimes, like I said, you just got to be a little patient, let the market come to you, and then react off the market. So that's what I have on US30. On NAS, let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame looks great for a bullish continuation. So we've been having higher highs and higher lows, and then our next target based off of this weekly time frame is this next level of resistance. So like we're in the middle of like this support and this level of resistance on the weekly time frame. We already retested this support, so now like the next target based off the weekly is here. But since it is the weekly time frame, of course we don't know how fast it's going to get there, but that I could definitely see that it coming up to test this area of resistance. Now on a daily time frame looks great for a bullish continuation. We had this huge bullish candle, and like I said, we're forming higher highs and higher low points, so that's great. H4 looks good. The only thing that worries me on H4 is if I draw like this channel here, we could see like we kind of have like this channel that we're approaching, so we kind of got to be real mindful of this overall channel. So definitely be aware of that, because that is a reversal pattern. However, H4 looks good. Pretty much I'm only looking for buys on NAS up until the point where we break this minor level of support, and then the first targets will be of course like these lows here. Let's see what we got to the left. We got this little level of support. So if we break, honestly I will break. I won't even break. I will wait for the break of this zone, not that minor zone, to solidify that we have a shift in the trend. Other than that, I'm not looking for sales. So this looks really good for buys, unless you get like a lot of rejections at this area. But based off of the momentum that it's been having on the higher time frames, I could see this coming up to -27. So I will want to see a break and a retest to then come up to here. So if I get a ghost pattern that looks like that, it will look like this right here. So this is something that I would like to see on NAS this week to start the week and come up to that -27 TP. So that looks good as long as we can break and make a new high. If we do not make a new high, then this could easily pull back and do something like this, retest and then go, or continue to push down and do something like this. So this is overall what I'm looking for. Be mindful of this little minor level of resistance here, because price could easily, like I said, pull back and then give us our continuation. So just wait on your entry confirmations, but this is what I see for the week on NAS. Pretty much bias on buys up until the point where we break this structure and this trend line, then now solidify that we are now in an uptrend. Now in a downtrend structure. So for gold, let's go to the weekly time frame. Gold on weekly time frame is sitting at it's almost at its all-time highs at 2074 or 2077. So we came real close. We got a lot of exhaustion. So this is one of those scenarios where you kind of just got to pay attention to like what the market is telling you and what's the story behind it. So here, every time the story on this area right here where we at is every time price came to this area, it dropped. So there's a high probability chance that price could at least drop to this next level of resistance based off of all of this exhaustion at this area right here. So that's what I have on the weekly time frame. So you can see we got like a lot of exhaustion. That's an indication that the market could potentially reverse. Now on a daily time frame, we can see here that we also have this ascending channel pattern, which is an indication of reversal. So we see spot divergence down here, candlesticks going up. So that's an indication that market could potentially turn around. On the daily time frame, you can see we had this bearish, almost engulfing type pattern. I would like to see it close beneath this line right here to solidify that we are actually shifting into a bearish market based off of those series of candles. So I'll be looking for that in the next couple of days. On H4, turn these on and move that fib so it doesn't confuse you guys. Here we just have like this channel, somewhat like how US30 had. Like if I draw this here, we got like this ascending channel. So that's something that, like I said, is a reversal pattern. But based off of this 1 hour structure, we can see here that we had a trend line break and retest up here that gave us this drop, and then from there we have this like descending channel pattern that got broken and now it's getting retested. So for gold, it's real interesting right now because we took out this structure high here. So if I look at this 1 hour structure point here got broken with the brand new impulse. So we know the market moves an impulse, correction, continuation. So I would like to see a correction before I get a continuation down to at least maybe possibly this trend line and or this level of support here. So that'll be what I'll be looking for based off of that structure. But price could easily break above and retest this trend line. So that's scenario 2. But for if I had to give y'all a ghost pattern for the right now money, I'll be looking for a pullback into this level of support, a lot like this right here. Oops, what is going on? Yikes, delete that and grab this again. Let's try this one. Alright, so this is what I anticipate price to pull back into this level of support, and then we need to watch price here. So price comes here and gives you a lot of rejections, then you'll look for a continuation to the downside, and then you'll have this fib from this point A to this point B, and this come right down to this negative 27. That plays out perfectly. Now if you don't reject at this area, then you will take buys if we break above this trend line here and retest it. So we got 2 scenarios here, and then I'm gonna add an extra ghost pattern on gold. So we could potentially see something like, let's find something. Those are too aggressive. Something like this. Oops. Something like this. So this is like a long-term move. You know, I don't really give you guys like real big moves, but if this plays out just based off of this 1 hour structure break, this is something that I could foresee happening, because I see gold dropping since we are sitting at those all-time highs. This is something that I could potentially see occurring based off of this fib structure right here. So I'm gonna leave both of those on there for the week, and then the first move is to pull back into the zone, and then the full move is the green one. So the blue one is the right now, and then the green one is like for the whole week, and then the dotted one is just for if we don't respect this area and we continue to go bullish, then we would just wait on the break and retest of this trend line. So I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know how you felt about the last couple videos that I did, and let me know in the comment section also what type of videos that you guys want going forward. So I greatly appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys go out and kill it this week, and let's get this money.